Look, life is amazing. Life is phenomenal. It's awesome. It's beautiful, gracious, forgiving, relentless, all the above. Life is amazing. Now, I didn't just wake up today, one day, thinking, oh, well, life is amazing. It wasn't, see, this thought, it had to be curated, right? I didn't just wake up to be a positive individual looking at the bright side of everything by accident. I didn't, and I don't think it really exists. Maybe one person, two people, it's a fluke that they just wake up and they're grateful. Most of the time it's curated over time, or it's taught, or it's practiced. See, frequencies, they're here and they are real. They exist on all levels and planes and forms and shapes. When we tap into certain frequencies, we feel certain ways. So once you continuously do something over and over and over again, that includes tapping into that frequency. Frequency, it's strength. And the higher the frequency, the less secure. The deeper the frequency, the more secure. It's almost like the ocean. The deeper you go down into the ocean, the less sound and the less movement that there is. The higher up you get, the waves are crashing, crashing, crashing. So it's very important to keep a good eye on your own behavior. Your behavior is normally signifying how you feel inside, up until a certain point to where habits are just running your being. Right? The way I snap is a habit. I've been doing it this way since I was young. Right? But the way I speak, this is a new habit. The way I act, this is something new. If I touch something a certain way, even the way I move my hand this way, this is a little bit new. I didn't used to do this all the time. But these things are curated. So the point is to keep a mind happy, you have to curate happy things. In order to be grateful, you have to curate grateful thoughts. Curate just means to create. But simultaneous, they can be interchangeable. You must curate yourself. You have to form yourself, right? That's what they say. Develop yourself. Develop. You must develop and grow, expand. Expand, right? We got to learn how to really observe ourselves. And if you've made it to a point of observation where you can see your screw-ups as well as your great jobs, and you have the capacity to change that, nothing can stop you. And that's where we come back and circle all the way back to life is amazing. Life is passionate. Life shows you who you are every single day. But are you listening? Are you watching? Are you observing? Do you care to observe yourself? Because see, when you do, you don't just see the good, right? Everybody just wants to see the good in themselves. That's why we don't like to be told we're wrong. That's why when we get into a certain type of conversation, and the goal could be something simple, such as choosing a place to eat, right? The goal switches. This is why these things happen. The goal switches from finding a great place to eat and enjoying our evening to winning an argument as to which restaurant is the best. It's incredible what we do to protect our identity. We go to massive lengths. We go so far to protecting our identity that is not even real, by the way. Your identity is false. It's made up. It's a ton of stuff you learned when you were young. And what it is a compilation of all of the things that you've ever experienced bundled into one. But what if one of those experiences had changed? It didn't, right? I know that. I know it is what it is. I recognize that. But ask yourself, what if one of those experiences had changed? What if you didn't make it home that night that you drank too much and shouldn't have been driving? Life would be different. You wouldn't be having the same habits that you have today. You wouldn't act the way you act when something simple like choosing a restaurant comes to play and you start to get a little heated, a little fired up inside. If you were not so attached to that identity that you've built up. Here's the thing about it. Life doesn't care what you think about yourself. Life only cares how you show up. Life could care less if you don't feel like doing it today. Life is still going to move. Right? Been here long enough. Now here's the thing about knowledge. Everybody wants to know something, right? I was one of those people too, where give me all the information I can get. Whether it be truth or lies. And this is where you have to become wise. Whether it be truth or lies, give me all the information that I can get. Every little bit, give it to me. Because the more information I have, so I thought at this age, the more information I have, the more that I can expand my consciousness and think outside of the box. And I can do more things, I can create, I have ideas, I have creations and things like that. Be artistic, right? And it's great because it helps you to develop a level of discernment you couldn't get without doing it. So keep in mind that even learning lies is a good thing because you learn how not to lie, number one. You learn how to see lies, number two. And you learn what a lie is and the difference between the truth and a lie, number three. It's very important to know that through life. But the point is that once you're responsible once you know information, once you know something, whether it is true or false, you have a responsibility to it and nothing will ever stop that from being the case. You have a responsibility. Now that you know everything that I've just talked about, you have a responsibility to yourself and even further to the rest of us. If you watch my videos, you know I believe in that one drop in the ocean ripples to everything else. It's just true. Decipher between your belief and the truth and you'll go through life a little bit easier. It won't be perfect. But you'll go through life a little bit easier, baby, because the belief is tied to what? That identity we just talked about. So now that you're more aware of your identity, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stick to it? Nah. Fuck what Makaiza's saying. I know who I am. Right? No, you think you know who you are, and that is the problem. I thought I knew who I was. Until I actually found my actual self. I realized who I actually am. It's not this body. It's not the mind. It's not the eyes, the hands, none of it. It's not the heart. No, I'm none of those things. I am a soul. I have a spirit. And this body is my vehicle to transport through life and ebb and flow through this physical reality. It's beautiful. I love it. So anyway, start learning who you are because life will not stop showing you who she is. She won't. Life will not stop showing you who she is until you get it and you tag along with her. She's going to say, hey, I'm this one. I'm this one, man. You're gonna be like, shit, what? Nah, I'm this. Don't worry about it. Okay. But you get the point. Going to see Kabaka Pyramid April 6th. If you're not familiar with this man, Kabaka Pyramid, he is a reggae rapper. Phenomenal guy. When you listen to an interview that he's done, I'm going to share it with y'all later. He mentioned something like, yeah, man, people, they tell me that I could have been, no, he said, yeah, when I came to this crossroads, you know, and I had to choose between, he didn't have to choose, but, you know, paraphrasing. When I came to this crossroads, I had to choose between rap and going into and sticking with the reggae, because my flow, I can go with either one. His flow, the way he flows, and he really can rap on either one. Give him a rap beat, flow sick. Give him a reggae beat, flow is sick. Crazy. And he said he chose to stick with his roots with reggae. And that's dope, because now he's busting into some rap games. So it's really cool. But we're going to see him April 6th. That's going to be great. You should follow up on his music. He's chanting a lot. Chanting down Babylon a lot by mentioning all the pedophilia that has been brought to his island. All of the kidnapping, the drugs, everything that goes on, and even further. I mean, the people he supports and he collaborates with, amazing. Y'all should really check him out. Kabaka Pyramid, Kabaka Pyramid. Family, this has been a joy, a pleasure. I actually thought it was longer than 11 minutes, so good job on sticking around. I know you learned something. Share what you learned with the next person. It's all about passing it forward. And then share down below or wherever the fuck you leave a comment anywhere how you felt about this. How you felt. How you felt about this. Tell me how you feel, and I love y'all so much. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Enjoy life to the fullest. It's DSL, baby. Let's go.